Hello friends, so here I am in this series of video that I have named as basic alphabet of ethics. In this I would be delivering short videos in which I would be discussing the basic terminologies for this ethics paper, and added to all the enormity of knowledge that you have gathered while preparing for UPSC, you can easily cater with this paper. Okay, so today we would be discussing human values and teachings from the lives of reformers, administrators and leaders. You can call it at the second stanza of our syllabus. Okay, so in this video we will be discussing human values, constituent of human values, basic human values, lessons from the lives of leader, administrator and reformer. Here I would again like to point out the difference between leader and administrator. As I have said from the beginning itself, that in this paper the words have a different sense of meaning. The words which we use in our day-to-day life in a synonymous manner here takes a very different technical angle to it. So leaders and administrator are very different things, as different as day and night. Okay, so we will be taking that also, and then we will be coming to lastly we will be coming to a case study sort of a format where I would be discussing how can a manager be developed into an entrepreneurial leader. There are 7 seismic shifts which he has to do. Entrepreneurial leader, mind you, I am not talking leader. Why? For the simple reason that still psychologists, behavioral scientists of elite institutions are debating among themselves whether leaders are inherently born or leaders are can be taught. Leadership quality can be taught. We would also be taking in this context some of the things that has been said by pragmatist philosophers of America, William James. Okay, so we start with human values. See, as I have discussed in my previous lecture, value system are basically your belief that has fossilized over time frame. As I have discussed, belief, value, virtue and your attitude, BVHA. Okay, so values are basically your your belief system that has been fossilized and that guides your external attitude. In the same context or in literal sense, we can write it as these are unavoidable and essential element of all important decisions in the human arena. Unavoidable, you cannot avoid your value, and essential, because it is unavoidable, it is essential. Criteria which basically decides all your human actions. Okay, and the foci or the locus of value is individual. Okay, it is the individual and not the society. Okay, in this context, when we move further down, value system basically generates your perceptions. From perceptions you make your judgment. From judgment you have your motives, which ultimately leads to action. Okay, so from perceptions to judgment to motives to action. So 6 terms are important here: unavoidable and essential element, perceptions, judgment, your motives and actions. Okay, now we come to constituent of human values. See, constituent of human values, you can say that basically values could be elaborated in this context, that values are basically your practical examples to the high moral principles in generality. Trying to explain in a more lucid manner by taking a live example. See, if you are a person who loves to have his or her books stacked neatly in the bookshelf, okay, that means your value system is basically cleanliness. But from this practical triviality or practical example of cleanliness, in generality your value system is that you are a person who loves aesthetic, who has a good aesthetic sense and who loves order. Okay, so this is the whole model in which value system could be explained in simple lucid manner, where it has a wide spectrum of existence from practical examples to moral principles in its generality. Practical examples are individual, whereas moral principles are general principles of your value. Okay, do not confuse here moral principles with the ethics, moral philosophy. Okay, now we come to basic human values. It is like you people are preparing for UPSC. Basic human values क्या हो सकता है? Love, caring, responsibility. Okay, I have mentioned like 5: truth, love, responsibility, judgment, and peace. Okay, see, whenever we talk in this context now, bring some of the concept from our religious scriptures as well. Value system में सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम. Okay, like truth, aesthetic, bravery. Okay, so all these things like truth, love, peace, responsibility, and your justice. Okay, so these are basic human values, and from these basic human values only there are offshoots and shoots which basically leads to other value system as well. Okay, so now we come to human values lessons from the lives of leader, administrator, and reformer. See, before delving into this, I would ask you a question. Do you consider Donald Trump, who has got the whole Capitol Hill in ransom after he got thrown out, do you consider that personality as a leader or an administrator? I think the answer should be leader. Why? Because leaders are people. Again, this is value neutral. I'm not debating whether he's a good leader or a bad leader. Adolf Hitler was also a leader. Okay, the person basically, leader is a person who does not compel, but he makes his follower to want to do what he is intending from them. He does not compel them, whereas administrator compels them. Okay, Manmohan Singh comes to my mind as a person who was an administrator. Narendra Modi again is a leader. Okay, so there are varieties of people. Society needs both leader and manager. A fair balance of leader and manager. Everybody cannot become leader. Okay, because evolution of leader is a very painful and suffocating process for that person. We will be coming to that later on. So, administrator does things right. He does things right. मतलब वो सही तरीके से काम करता है. लेकिन leader does the right thing. मतलब लीडर जो है वो सही काम करता है, ये सही तरीके से काम करता है. That means the thing, okay, the thing has been mandated to him by somebody else, whereas he is deciding that thing whether it is right or wrong, and he is doing it. Okay, so an administrator does the thing right, whereas the leader does the right thing. Okay, remember here thing becomes noun and right becomes verb, and here vice versa. Okay, administrator are basically people who are involved in planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Again, do not confuse this word leading with leader. Leading is a different. He leads certain set of people with a particular mandate and a certain resource allocated to him by his superior. Okay, and administrator is always a person who comes up through the hierarchy. Okay, he comes up through the hierarchy, and a leader is a person, he could come through hierarchy, or he is a self emanated leader. Okay, and leader basically does higher faculty things. Okay, leader is involved in envisioning missions. Okay, see the words, see the gravitas of the word. Envisioning missions, developing strategy, inspiring people, changing culture. He is envisioning missions, he is developing strategy, inspiring people, and changing culture. That means leaders are people who does not work through the 4 domains of the statute. They are people who, you could say, make their own rules. Okay, if their intentions are right, people follows them, because leader also has a certain charismatic personality, a certain aura located in and around himself or herself. And leader has a massive following. Okay, as I have said, that leader does not compel, but leader makes the other people to do what he intends to be done from them. When we talk in the context of leader, Mahatma Gandhi, Václav Havel, Aung San Suu Kyi, though now she has been denigrated to some extent, then Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, all these people come. But when we talk in the context of administrator, E. Sridharan of Delhi Metro, and people like E. Sridharan, people like Verghese Kurian, the White Revolution, okay, IRMA and Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, okay. So these people are administrator, okay, whereas leaders, they have a higher faculty domain and they do not basically work through the contours of the statute, okay. Then we come to a thing that is a case study sort of a format where we discuss from manager to entrepreneurial leader, okay. See, it is always seen in corporate world or maybe in administrative world as well, in public service world as well, that suddenly due to something that has happened, some unavoidable circumstances, or due to the particular situational crisis, a certain person who has been working down the hierarchy all of a sudden gets promoted to the position of a leader. So that person actually in the initial days, that person has to face lots of problems because he has that managerial dimag rehta hai, that managerial mind format is there. He has to transform himself. Okay, so case study can come related to this. Why? Because managers are people who are like, manager again is an offshoot of administrator. If administrator has this quality, you can add in managers. They have a quality related to evaluating the people. They have qualities related to commanding the people, managing the whole resource as well as the labor force. Okay, so managers are an offshoot of administrator. Okay, so from manager to entrepreneurial leader, it can come in case study questions. Okay, like a person who was who had been working in this particular scenario, but all of a sudden maybe a situation can come up in which he has to show his leadership quality rather than a simple managerial quality. Suppose, for example, all of a sudden a flood ravages your city. Okay, then that simple SHO also, who is actually technically a manager, okay, he also has to locate within himself certain qualities of leadership because he has to take decisions all at one go. Okay, so how can that particular aspects be developed? See, there are 7 seismic shifts or tectonic shift, if you can call it, where a manager could be developed into an entrepreneurial leader. First of all, that he has to change himself from specialist to generalist. Actually, managers are people who are very what should I say, they do not deliberate. They want to nitpicking everything. They micromanage things. Okay, they are a control freak people. Okay, so they have to basically, from specialist they have to become generalist. That means they have to think the wider perspective, the wider angle. From rat's eye, they have to make eagle eye. They have to look at different perspective, because while being a manager, he was just controlling his or her domain. Maybe he was in marketing, he was controlling that particular domain. But now he has to see marketing, finance, HR, logistics, advertisement, sales. Okay, so from specialist he has to convert himself into generalist. Second, from analyst he has to develop into integrator. Because a manager is a person who analyzes, who basically breaks things into its smallest denomination. Okay, from that particular position, he has to become strategist. where he basically guides the questions. Okay, here in analyst people, they basically solve problems. Okay, but integrator becoming an integrator requires you to basically form questions. What are the questions that is required for the upliftment of that particular institution of which that person is leading? Third is from tactician to strategist. A manager is basically tactician. He tactfully deals people. He deals with his resources and with his mandate. Okay, but now while in the situation of entrepreneurial leader, he has to become strategist. Okay, he has to take the format of strategically dealing with this with the whole format. Strategically dealing means that he has to apply a brain of a person who can vision, who can basically a far-sighted person. He has to strategically design, because tactician people are only engaged with their day-to-day functioning as managers are, but strategist basically discusses the future based upon the past and how present could be put at its optimum level. Okay, then fourth is from bricklayer to architect. This is very simple. Bricklayer people, you understand that they basically arrange the bricks. Okay, so again they are only having that straight jacketed, a very pigeonhole type of an mentality. But architect sees the whole building, how that building has to come up, what are the resources needed, where to cut cost, where to put in more resource, how to basically deal with the whole designing format. Okay, fifth is the problem solver to agenda setter. See here one more thing important. A leader never allows a problem to be suppressed, because leader always sees that in every problem he would rather like the problem to grow to its maximum level, because in every problem there is lots of opportunity, whereas manager or an administrator is a problem solver, but they do not like any problem, whereas leader loves to have problem, because in every problem they intend to find that opportunity. You can take in examples of Narendra Modi, how he basically changes his narrative. Every threat that he is thrown into, that threat itself becomes opportunity for him. Okay, we do not want to get into the politics of all that, but that particular thing is important, that from problem solver to agenda setter, he becomes the agenda. Okay, then sixth is from warrior to diplomat. See, managers are people who basically are warrior. That means they are running helter and skelter from here and there to basically douse off the fire. Okay, everyday fire in inverted commas, everyday problem. They are basically trying to subsume, trying to suppress, trying to manage, trying to control things. Whereas the leader is a person who is diplomat. He basically allows those commotions or those restiveness, those problems, and then he basically wants to cater to them with a diplomatic angle. His communication skills are very important. For a leader, a good communication skill becomes indispensable. Then last is from supporting caste member to lead role. Actually, see again, from here we come to the first point, specialist to generalist. Actually, leader has to, because see, leader words are taken with a lot of gravitas. A person who is manager today, if he becomes leader tomorrow, he cannot utter things like he has been uttering while he was a manager, because everything a leader utters takes a different format, takes a different algorithm to it. Okay, so basically leader is a person who supports caste member. They basically promote, rather than telling everything in a meeting, board meeting. He allocates things that are difficult to be said by some other person. Okay, so basically he supports cast member to lead role. Okay, so these are the 7 traits, from specialist to generalist, from analyst to integrator, from tactician to strategist, from bricklayer to architect, from problem solver to agenda setter, from warrior to diplomat, from supporting cast member to lead role. One more thing I would like to tell before I end this video, that a person named William James, actually America is a civilization which has given only one original philosophy to the world, because it's a new civilization, okay, like 200 to 250 years old only civilization. They have given a particular philosophy, that is pragmatism, given by William James and John Dewey. Okay, pragmatism again is a very different thing as we understand in our day-to-day life. In a book that he has written, The Varieties of Religious Experience, he has said that leaders are people who are twice born, जिसको हिंदी में हम द्विज बोलते हैं, and managers are people who are once born, meaning that managers have a very stable childhood, they had to deal with everything in a very normal manner, whereas leader has a very checkered past, a very troubled life, maybe troubled due to his own internal demons, or maybe troubled due to his family or his upbringing. Maybe it is always seen that leaders are people who have lost their siblings or their parents at a very young age. So leaders are rebellious in nature. Twice born here means that first is the person when that leader gets born, like everybody, like manager, okay, and second time when he really realizes that he has some potentiality by which he can shape the narrative of the world. Okay, so with this I would end the video. We have again, in a nutshell, we discussed human values, constituent of human values, basic human values, lessons from the lives of leader, administrator and reformer, and from manager to entrepreneurial leader. Okay, so keep liking my video and keep sharing it if you are really finding it useful. So thanks.